Hey there, I'm Teacher Prix, and I want to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. Thanks for joining me on Thanks for joining me on another live video. And if you're watching the replay, hey, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the tips that I'm going to give you in this video. It's the second live video that I am making this month to talk about soccer, football. And I hope you enjoy it. Right now, the World Cup is happening in Russia. Are you from Russia? I would love to know. And it's a very nice sport, and many times we don't have the opportunity to talk about this sport. So I thought, hey, why not make some videos to talk about soccer, to help my followers, to help my students from all over the world learn a little bit more about soccer so that they can feel confident to talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. So if you're joining, say where you are from. Thank you so much for joining. And let me know which country you were rooting for. Last week we talked about the teams we believed would win. And right now, Portugal is out. Argentina is out. Oh, I have a message from my Argentinian friends. Messi, ciao, Messi, ciao, Messi, ciao, ciao, ciao. Messi, bye bye. No, I'm kidding. Unfortunately, Argentina lost. Los Hermanos, oh well. So let's see if the next teams are what teams are going to win. Hopefully, Brazil will do well tomorrow, but Portugal, unfortunately, it didn't work out. And today, hey, Russia won. I can't believe that Russia is in and Spain is out. That's unbelievable. Another team that surprised me, Croatia. Croatia is in, and Denmark is out. So I am really enjoying the World Cup. So it's a very nice subject, and every since the World Cup started, I am talking to all my students about it. And why? You may be thinking, but Priscilla, I don't really like soccer. It's not my favorite sport. And it's okay. It doesn't have to be your favorite sport. One thing that I always teach my clients is being able to speak English confidently is being flexible. And what does flexibility mean? It means that you can talk about many different kinds of subjects, even if you don't like them. So there are subjects that I don't like to talk about, but I learn them anyway because I know that someday I may need to know how to talk about it. And soccer is one of them. Not just soccer, but basketball, baseball, swimming, running. There are so many sports nowadays. So it's very interesting to expand the range of vocabulary or subjects that you feel comfortable with. And one thing that I did last week, that I started last week, but it's definitely one thing that I always tell you guys is learning English is easier if you use images. Okay, so if you paid attention at the last week's video, I used a lot of images to show you things. I showed you the field, I showed you the position of the players, and today it's not going to be any different. I'm going to use a PowerPoint presentation to show you the types of goals in English. I picked 7 types of goals. And Priscilla, why goals? As I told you, I have been talking to my clients, to my students in my classes, in my private classes about soccer. And I was talking to one student, and I couldn't remember some types of goals that I really wanted to talk about. So I felt, I think this is an interesting thing to learn. And you know what? It's easy to learn these types of goals because you can see images. After I give you this video, after the video is over, if you want to learn more about types of goals, I advise you to put here on YouTube, to type on the search bar types of goals, type of soccer goals, or if you already type types of goals, you will get the results. Because maybe the definitions will not be clear. I'm pretty sure you will understand the definitions, but if you don't understand, Google in the search bar here on YouTube types of goals. I did this before I prepared the video for you guys today because there were many goals that I didn't know about or that I knew in my language, but I didn't know in English. And how did I learn them? I learned by watching videos in English. I learned by using Google Image. In English, I typed, okay, types of goals in English. And then I got many results. I typed types of goals on YouTube search, and I got many different kinds of goals. That's when I started writing down the names of the types of goals in English. Did I use translation to do that? No, I use it real context. And that is something that I always explain to my students of how to do it. And this is something that I'm showing you, that I'm teaching you how to do, because that's how learning new vocabulary, learning new expressions is all about. Using the best resources in a way that you don't need to go to your mother tongue, to your native language. Let's stay in English. Learn English in English. All right? Well, moving on. I will start the presentation now, and if you have any questions, post your questions here in the comments. I will, after I give you the presentation, I will be reading all the questions and talking to you guys a little bit more as usual. And one thing, if you want to receive the presentation, as I told you, I was going to post it on my blog, but what did I do? I sent it to my mail list. Okay, if you subscribe to my newsletter, you will be able to receive all the files that I'm using here on YouTube for the World Cup videos. So if you haven't subscribed to my mail list yet, how can you do it? On my website, you can do it. You can also do it on my Facebook page. There is a sign up button where you can click, type your email, type your name, and then tomorrow from Monday to Friday, I'm sending emails about English, emails about ideas, emails in English to help you start your day thinking in English, reading things in English, and I'll be also giving you tips and ideas and suggestions of videos you can watch, things you can read. So sign up for my newsletter, and I will be sending the presentation tomorrow. Okay? Very well. So let's do this. Let's start the presentation. Okay, let's see. Very well. So as I said, we are going to be talking about types of goals, okay? As I said, it's either soccer or football, potato, potato, both words are acceptable, okay? So let's move on to the first type of goal. Which one do you think it is? It's a very simple one, very popular. The penalty kick. The penalty kick, in my opinion, is one of the most exciting goals because we never know if the player is going to get it or not. And you know, one thing that always makes me wonder is how nervous the player might be, because many players are very competent and they play very well, but when they have to score, when they have to do the penalty kick, they freak. They get so nervous and they miss it. Well, one example is Messi. Messi is a wonderful player and he missed a penalty, and unfortunately, Argentina is out. Okay, I'll stop that. But what is the penalty kick? As you can see here, the image. Okay, Messi is trying to score, but he couldn't. And this is the penalty kick. Okay, he is in front of the goalkeeper. There's nothing stopping them. And the penalty kick is a result of a foul. What is a foul? A foul is an inappropriate or unfair act by a player. Usually, this act violates the rules of the game, okay? So, here in this area, we call the penalty area or also the penalty box. And if one player does something to the opponent in this area, one thing that violates the rules, for example, touching the ball with their hands, you know, or doing something to the opponent that would make them fall or hurt them, this could result in a penalty kick. So this is the number one goal that is very popular. And I don't know if you have been watching the World Cup, but we've been having many penalty kicks. You know, it happens. unfortunately. But I like to see this kind of goal. It's very exciting. Tell me, do you like to see penalty kicks? Do you get nervous when the player of your favorite team is kicking the penalty kick? Let me know here in the comments. I myself get very nervous. I feel very nervous when a player from my team is doing this, is kicking the ball at a penalty kick. I feel very, very nervous. Moving on to the next type of goal. We have here the header goal. This is also a very popular goal. And every time I see a goal like this, I wonder, does it hurt? Do you think this kind of goal hurts the player's head? I don't know. Does any do you play soccer? If you're watching this, do you play soccer? Have you ever scored a header goal? I would love to know if it hurts the head, because every time I look at the players, they are making this painful face. So I just feel like it hurts like hell. Anyways, as obvious as you can see here in the picture, this kind of goal is scored by the head. The players uses his head to score the goal. And once again, I am using an image to help you understand what type of goal I am talking about. See how powerful images can be? That's how I learn new words. That's how I learn vocabulary, by using images, by using videos in English, and understanding the context of the things I see. Okay? Very nice. Moving on. The next one, I love this kind of goal. Overhead kick, or also bicycle kick. This, in my opinion, is one of the most difficult kinds of goals, okay? Because it requires a lot of technique, a lot of precision, and why not a little bit of luck? Okay, so basically, is this movement, all right? The player throws his feet up in the air, and as the ball is coming, as the ball is approaching, he's also moving his legs in a pedaling motion to kick the ball. So it is a very difficult movement because it requires a lot of things at the same time. So he's moving his head down while the legs are going up, and the legs are moving in this kind of pedaling position as if you are riding a bike. And then they kick the ball and score a brilliant goal, like Cristiano Ronaldo did this. I was talking to a student of mine last week. Marco, are you watching the video? Yes, I think so, right? You said hi to me. We were talking about this goal last week, weren't we? Very beautiful goal, and by Cristiano Ronaldo. What can I say? I like the guy, and the guy scores wonderful goals. Cristiano Ronaldo is really good. Too bad that Portugal is out. Moving on. The scissor kick. The scissor kick is a very nice goal as well, and it requires a lot of precision. It requires a lot of concentration and strength as well, because you're also in the air and you move your legs like it is a pair of scissors. So, what is a scissor, teacher? This is a scissor, okay? A pair of scissors. And if you look at the player, look, it's almost like the same position of the pair of scissors and the goal. So a scissor kick is the same kind of movement. It's like the movements of the blades. These are blades, okay? The blades of a pair of scissors. It's also a very difficult kind of goal. I have not seen this kind of goal in the World Cup. I'm not watching all the games because I'm working. But if you have seen this goal, let me know here in the comments which team and which player scored this goal. I'm not sure we have had this goal yet in the World Cup, but it would be really nice to see a goal like this one. Moving on. And if you have any questions about the goals, just post it here in the chat. After I finish talking about the goals, I will go back to the chat and I will start talking to you guys a little bit, because I want to know which kind of goal is your favorite. So I will be reading the comments. So start posting here which goal you like the most, which type of goal you like the most. And if you are enjoying this live video, please hit the like button. This really helps other people find this video. It's really good for the channel because the community will keep growing. We are almost 29,000 subscribers. I'm really excited because every day we're getting bigger and bigger. Anyways, the next goal is the Olympic goal. This goal is also known as corner kick goal. Priscilla, why corner? Because here, this area in the field is the corner. There are four corners in the field. You can't see, but if you look at the field, there are four corners. And it is very difficult to score this kind of goal because basically the player needs to kick the ball from this position and the ball has to go straight to the goal. So it is a very difficult goal to score, but it is possible. If you type on YouTube search box, you will find some beautiful corner kick goals. It's amazing. It's incredible, but very hard to do, okay? Very hard to score. And finally, the back heel goal. Okay, I forgot what I was going to say for a moment, but hey, I was going to say goal. What is back heel? This area here, as you can see here, the leg of a soccer player, this area here is the back heel. Okay, you have the foot, okay, and then this area here is the back heel. And basically, to score this goal, the player has to kick the ball with this area of their foot. Okay, that's why we call it a back heel goal. It is also a very difficult goal to score, but it requires a lot of technique. Okay, many times when the players are playing the game, they pass the ball through a back heel pass, which is very beautiful. Neymar, for example, is one player that really likes to pass the ball through a back heel pass. There were some other players, other Brazilian players that did this a lot in the past. I remember Ronaldinho Gaúcho. I don't know if you know this player. He was a very famous player around the world. He played for many teams abroad. Also, Ronaldo was also a very good player who liked to do this pass as well. But it's also possible to score a goal like this. Well, not very easy, but it is possible to score. Very nice. Let me go back to you guys now. Good. Okay. Very well. So these are 7 types of goals, okay? They are very interesting, they're very difficult to score, and that's what makes a soccer so special. Now let me ask you guys, which goal do you like the most? I would like to see. Let me read here some of the comments. Okay. Thanks, Mohammed. I'm happy that you like the subject. That's very nice. Guilherme says he's really enjoying the World Cup. Awesome. Jaime says he's a soccer player. Hey, does the head hurt? Let me know. Have you ever scored with your head? I would love to know. Let's see what else. Okay. Guilherme is also saying that Brazil or Uruguay must win the World Cup. I'm counting all my coins on Brazil. Make Brazil's gonna win. Let's see who else is telling me. Yeah, Coutinho is saying that you would feel nervous on this situation. Definitely nervous because it's only you and the goalkeeper. So if you make a mistake, you start to feel guilty because there's nothing stopping you. So I imagine how bad the soccer players must feel when they miss this kind of opportunity. Let's see. Jaime is saying that the free kick goal is amazing. Yes, it is a very nice type of goal. I think I was supposed to talk about this on my presentation. I don't remember now. But the free kick is that kick that you are going to kick the ball. Usually because the player has caused a fall. Okay, the player fouled an opponent, so they stop the game. Then the player has to kick the ball. Okay, and many times the player is close to the goal, so he can through this free kick score a goal. Very well. Nivaldo is saying Brazil and England. Is England still in? I haven't checked the results yet. I need to update myself. I don't know which teams are in. I just saw that Denmark is out. Spain is out. That broke my heart. Spain is out. That's so sad. Let's see what else. I want to see, guys. I see that more guys, more people are here watching. I want to know which type of goal is your favorite. I personally like the bicycle kick. I think the bicycle kick is very difficult to perform, and that's why it makes it so beautiful. Jaime, who is a soccer player, he plays soccer probably on his free time. I don't know, and he says that it hurts. The header goal, okay? If you're watching now, if you just came here and header goal is the goal that you score by using your head. All right. So as I thought, it hurts a little bit. Uh, I'm not really a good soccer player. I know that there's a ball and I know that you kick it, but every time I try to kick the ball, I kick the grass. Mohammed says, yes, it's frustrating if the player misses a penalty kick. It's very frustrating. I myself feel very frustrated for the player and for the team because it's not, I think the players, when they are playing the game, when they are there, they definitely want to score. They definitely want to win. So it's really sad if they can't make that happen. And we can only root for them and send them good vibes, you know. But in Brazil's last game, one of the players scored a header goal, and it was awesome. Very nice, guys. Very nice. I'm very excited that I am here with you guys today. And today's live video was a little bit shorter because I wanted to show you the power of images when you are studying English. I'm pretty sure that you were able to understand most of the goals, okay? Because there were images to show you what they mean. I told you a little bit of the explanation of the goal. So that's a much better way to learn new vocabulary. And here, for example, I'm giving you a context. Okay, I'm giving you a context. We are talking about soccer. So when you see the images, you are already connected to the idea of soccer, of football. So it's much easier to digest, to learn these new words, these new expressions in English. And that is my goal. That's what I do in my videos. That's what I always suggest my students to do because it is by far the most efficient way to learn vocabulary in English. Now, to finish up, if you want to receive this material, this presentation, subscribe to my mail list, okay? After the video is over, I'm going to give you, if you go to my Facebook page, you will see there sign up, and you can sign up for my newsletter, and I'll be sending you an email with the, let me try to type here. I'll be sending you an email with the presentation, and not just the presentation, but every day I am sending emails in English to people in my mail list with things about English, ideas, tips, things you can think about. Okay. Now, other than that, stay tuned because next Sunday I will be making another live video about another different subject related to the World Cup. Okay? Now, Otavio is saying all the. I don't know what that was. But Octavio is saying all the good teams are out. Brazil is the next one. No, Brazil is not the next one. Come on. And to finish up, I would just like to tell my Argentinian friends, Messi, ciao. I'm kidding. I just can't control myself. But thank you guys so much. And I will see you in the next live video. Bye.